I was trying my best not to cover this story because this story is from my hometown of Carrollton, Georgia. But in thinking about that, I don't want to be biased and I want to make sure you guys know everything that's going on across all states, okay? So here is a story of Sarah Grace Patrick, who's 17 years old. She went before a Superior Court judge today in Carrollton, Georgia for a bond hearing. Sarah is being accused of unaliving her mother, Kristen Brock, and her stepfather, James Brock. The bodies were discovered on February 20th of 2025, and it is my understanding that Sarah was the one who called 911. Sarah was arrested on July 8th of 2025. Judge Dustin Hightower denied Sarah's bond, finding that she poses a significant risk to the public and the family if she were to be released, and that Sarah poses a risk to flee the jurisdiction because she did go to her family home in Alabama. However, the defense attorney argued that one, she's 17 years of age, she doesn't have a license, and she doesn't have a car. So the fleeing, far stretch, but the judge still found that the state met its burden by preponderance of the evidence to show that Sarah was not a proper candidate for a bond hearing. Preponderance of the evidence is a lower burden than reasonable doubt. It's more likely than not, very, very small burden. And what I liked about Judge Hightower, he also gave Sarah and her defense attorney a roadmap of how he expects this case to move forward. And in fact, he ultimately ended up saying there's a great possibility we may be trying your case at the beginning of January of 2026. Okay. Now, Shortly after the denial of her bond, the state actually took her case to the grand jury, and the grand jury came back with a true bill, meaning they indicted her case. They indicted Sarah on 8 charges, 2 of which is malice M, which means she planned to unalive her parents, 2 counts of felony M, meaning that she was committing another felony while she unalived her parents. Those felonies are 2 counts of aggravated assault and 2 counts of possession of a pew during the commission of a crime. Okay, there's not a lot of facts about this case. The family is torn. One family is in support of Sarah Grace, and another side of the family is in support of the victims. But ultimately, the judge said, we're going to hold you here. Okay, and it's my understanding that this crime occurred when Sarah was 16 years old. And if that was the case, then the DA had 180 days to file a petition to have this case brought up to adult court and to charge her as an adult. Sarah is 17 years of age in the state of Georgia. Had this crime been committed at the age of 17, she did not have to go to juvenile court. You guys, let me know because she's facing some serious charges. It's the best dressed public defender that you know. Peace.